Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie, I am the Introverted Reader. Thank you for being here, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe, ring the bell so the algorithm knows you're here and recommends my videos. Now today's video is going to be a book review, and it's going to be a book review for A Lesson in Vengeance by Victoria Lee. This was our Introverted Reader book club pick for the month of June. Very fitting because this is a queer, dark academia, thriller type book, and I do believe that the author is trans, but please correct me in the comments if that is incorrect. But yeah, like I said, this is dark academia, sort of young adult, sort of borderlining on the older YA, because our main character is 18, and I just forgot my water bottle. I see it over there sitting on my bed. I'll be right back. I've nearly forgot to hydrate. So before I talk any more about this, let me just hydrate, and you hydrate as well. Well, you can all come for me later, being all like, you nearly forgot to hydrate, and you yell at us. I don't yell at you. Anyway. A Lesson in Vengeance by Victoria Lee. So, like I said, it kind of borderlines on the older YA because our main character is 18. Her name is Felicity, and she is returning to, what is the school called? Dalloway School for her final year. And she is not having the best time. She is feeling very mentally and emotionally unwell because her girlfriend died the previous school year, the previous term, and obviously it was summertime, so she's back again, and she's still reeling from the death of her girlfriend, although it's mentioned in the book that nobody even really knew, apart from the two of them, that they were going out, because Felicity is not out yet to everyone. She identifies as a lesbian, but she is not out yet to everyone, and Alex wanted her to be out to everyone, and it was one of those situations where nobody would really care, but Felicity personally just wasn't ready, and I'm just letting you know that that's in there just in case that could be triggering for anyone. And also as well, I will give trigger warnings for post-traumatic stress, anxiety attacks, depression, mentions of being in hospital, taking medication, and just all that to do with hospitals, psychiatric hospital, just in case that is triggering for anyone, because I know it can be. So, whew, sorry, I'm a mess. I was moving furniture around and bit of a mess, but anyway. And so this school that Felicity goes to is steeped in history and witchcraft. Obviously you can see by the cover, it's a very witchy cover because it is said to be founded by the daughter of one of the women who was put to death during the Salem witch trials. So that is mentioned quite a lot. So witchcraft plays a big part in this story, not just for our main character, but just for the school in general, because obviously, like I said, it was founded by someone who was claimed to be a witch. Obviously, the Salem witch trials, all the women that were put to death during that time weren't actually witches, and it highlights that a lot, which I really, really liked, because our main character, Felicity, she is wanting to write a thesis about it, sort of taking that era of history and sort of aligning it with how women are pretty much were treated throughout history and throughout literature and stuff like that. It's very intellectual. If you're intellectual and you're into all of that, you'll enjoy this. And I did really enjoy it myself. I mean, I'm not the smartest, I'm not the brightest, but I thoroughly enjoyed all discussions that were in here about, literature and women in literature and how witchcraft plays a huge part in literature a lot of times, and how a lot of misconceptions are made about it. And I really love how the author was able to tie all of that into her story. And Felicity is into witchcraft. She practices sort of lightly, but she sort of tells herself that it's just for fun. I mean, it's not real. Magic isn't real. And, she's just trying to get on with it, and then she meets And then she meets, what is Ellis's last name? The first, Ellis Haley. So Ellis Haley is new girl at the school, and the two of them immediately have a connection. And Ellis Haley is actually a author. She is actually quite famous. Actually, she's only 17, but she wrote a book and got it published, and she is very well known. She's very, very popular. And whenever she hears about Felicity and the history of the school and history of witchcraft and everything, because 5 girls were put to death at this school over 100 years ago. And that's another warning as well that I'll give you, because it describes a lot of ritualistic style murders and like depictions of dead bodies and graveyards and stuff like that. So quite a lot of warnings to go with this one, but it was still very, very enjoyable. And I loved this book first and foremost. Let me just put that out there. I loved the atmosphere. I loved the way that the school was described, because it's literally just this place that is like splunk in the middle of nowhere. There's like mountains and there's like a lake and woods just everywhere, and it kind of gave me Truly Devious vibes. Like, I know they are two completely different stories, because this is like supernatural witchy thriller, and Truly Devious is like murder mystery. But the fact that both are set within schools, pardon me, that are set in the middle of nowhere and it's all very pretentious, and everyone that walks in there, you know, a lot of them do come from like old money. Like our main girl, Felicity Morrow, comes from a very, very wealthy family. She has a bit of an estranged relationship with her mother. Like, her mother's always traveling and, you know, drinking a lot and stuff like that. She doesn't really have the best relationship with her. But you know, she comes from like old money. Like, her family is very, very well known, and like I said, it's all very pretentious. Everybody walking in and sizing each other up and just like, how are you? Hi. You know, there's just like the fakeness, do you know what I mean? You know, like when you see a group of people in a room and you know they're all just like silently sizing each other up, and all the fake smiles and everything like that. So anyway, like I was saying, so these 5 girls, they're called the Dalloway 5. They were all like murdered in certain different ways over 100 years ago, and Ellis wants to write a book about it where she kind of twists the story around, where one of them was responsible for murdering her 4 friends. And obviously Felicity's sort of unsure about partnering up with her on it, because she's still reeling with Alex's death and everything, but Ellis is just like, listen, I can help you find out what really happened to Alex and what really happened to these girls, and write my book at the same time. You know, like we'll be a good team. We'll be a good team. And yes, there is a sapphic relationship in this, and it's just we love it. Like this is the sapphic witchy book that I wanted. You know, like Sweet and Bitter Magic didn't give that to me, but this did. And you throw in the boarding school element as well, and it's just mwah. Like, I really, really love this. I thought it was so well written. I loved the setting. I really loved, you know, like how the author described, you know, what Felicity was going through mentally, and, you know, that you feel for her. Like, you really, really do. Like, there were so many times, and she was thinking about Alex, and she was thinking about just like all she'd been through and everything, and you're just like, poor girl needs a break. Like, I just want to give her a hug, you know. It's just like, you feel really bad for her. And like the witchy element, the murder mystery element, and it's just, it all just ties together so wonderfully. And like, I loved it. And you know, just I loved it. Like, I gave it I think 4.5 stars on Goodreads. Well, it shows 4, but technically it's like 4.5, mostly because a lot of the a lot of the times when they were all talking to each other and being intellectual, all of that kind of went over my head. But that's just me. Like I said, I'm dumb. But anyway, like I thoroughly enjoyed this, and if you read it along with me, let me know what you thought. If you've read it prior, then let me know what you thought of it, and please give me more recommendations of books that are similar to this, because I love this, and I fully think I might be in my dark academia era right now, because I read the Atlas 6 and now I've read this, and I really want to read Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. I really want to read that now. Like, I'm fully in my dark academia witchy era, so give me more recommendations. So yeah, I love this. That's the I love this. That's all you really need to know. I thought it was such a well-written witchcrafty type book. So yeah, that is the end of this review. I hope you're all doing well. I hope all my pals in England are doing okay during this heat wave. Stay safe, drink lots of water, stay in the shade, all that jazz. So, but yeah, my Twitter and Instagram are down below as always. Feel free to subscribe if you have not already. Ring the bell so that YouTube knows. Leave a comment, leave a like, you know, all that stuff if you wish. Leave the witchy emoji down in the comments if you plan on leaving one. And yeah, I will see you in my next video, which will be on Saturday, because I make videos every Tuesday and every other Saturday. So yeah, I'll see you at the weekend. Bye!